Hey,
That
hey,
is that
hey.
a that's a Mokiaka sighting?
That's it.
What?
Monkey Shaka.
Hey, hey. Happy
Happy Friday,
Friday.
y'all.
Happy Friday.
That's it.
Shoot, it's Monday for
What,
me, but yeah, happy Friday.
Oh, you
what,
just
Uh-oh.
what
bragging.
Caribbean island you coming from, Mo? This time, because you like to
Well,
keep it out there with the Rico Suaves and
just because you asked, I did a little Saint Bart's, did a little
Nice.
Bahamas, a little Jamaica.
Mm,
You know, trying to
all
have a little
right.
accent. Dude, that's my
Did
thing.
she? Did
Yeah,
she?
yeah, trying to have a little
Love it.
accent. She got a little
Nice, nice.
residue left
I
in her.
love it.
You know
it's
what?
like Eddie Murphy said in Raw. Once you get on that beach and you be swinging that thing, don't don't let them fool you.
Oh,
Said
oh
You know
my.
Dexter.
what? That's how we
Said
started
Dexter
the
was
show.
out there, huh?
That's how we started the show. I'm still on the
Wow.
market, still
What's
single.
a beautiful girl like you doing along on the island?
Just
I'm
letting the listening audience know. Still on the market.
I'm Mokita.
Hey!
Oh my goodness.
A little damsel in distress. Oh Lord, I
Yes.
just
Yes.
my back's so tight. I just need.
Good.
You know
Just
what?
need you to knock my back loose real quick.
Ooh.
Can I get the host to
Okay.
start, please?
Girl, I got caught up. I'm sorry.
I see.
I got caught up.
Hey Mo, we miss you, Mo. Good seeing you.
I miss you guys too. I'm
Yes.
happy that my schedule has allowed for me to come back in
Yes,
full
come
effect.
back.
We appreciate you and Dexter St. Jock for
I would
allowing
appreciate
us this moment.
I would appreciate Dexter as well. Please send him my way.
So we know somebody else who got all caught up. It was Bay's birthday.
Yes.
And from what I understand, it was a crowd full of guests who were just starstruck. Everybody came out to celebrate her birthday on September the 4th in Los Angeles. And the diva herself came out to serenade Beyonce. So, from what I understand, Beyonce knew she was coming, but what she did not know was that she was going to come and actually sing happy birthday to her. How nice.
Isn't
That's
that
great.
great?
But I think Diana Ross stole the show because everybody ain't talking about who else was on that list. Like it seemed like it was a 2 people party.
I mean, when you had a queen and the boss, that's all you need.
That's it. I mean,
Who
what
else
you gonna do?
performed? Y'all know?
No. I mean, I didn't hear anything else about anybody performing. I heard the audience was full of celebrities though,
Yeah.
who were all in awe of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that
I thought Meg performed with her.
There were a couple
Who?
of other people. I saw them, but I don't really know if I could recognize who they were.
listen, they're gonna get overshadowed by Diana Ross.
They
Sorry.
did.
No, they did. I'm like, if they did
Beyonce got
perform, ain't
overshadowed
nobody
by
talking
Diana
about
Ross.
them. Ain't nobody
Right.
talking about nobody else.
She
That's what
fanned
I'm
out.
saying. At a
Well,
Beyonce
like,
show,
hey,
Diana Ross
Beyonce,
shows
look,
up.
Beyonce
No
got
one else.
overshadowed by Diana Ross.
Yeah,
That's
she
your
fanned
girl,
out,
kid.
and rightfully so.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Oh, so you saying it really? What you saying? It really was Diana Ross's birthday party.
but
That's what
Roy,
you're
let's
saying.
be clear. Beyonce's had an opening act for the entire tour. Ain't nobody talked about them either. So
No, she didn't have. She
No, she
didn't
didn't
have
have
an
an
opening
opening act in
act.
Atlanta.
No, she
Listen.
has no opening act. She
so
it's just
concert
her.
just starts.
Yes, it's a DJ that plays prior, but
What's
it's not
DJ
even
name?
like no, it's not. He never says his name or she never says her name. It might even be just canned music for all I know.
It could be Spinderella for all we know. We have no
Yeah,
idea.
we have no idea. It's not like they do any
Not
type of hype
Cinderella.
situation telling you to like get on the floor or nothing like no, nothing like that.
So enlighten us, Miss Markins, because you did attend the Beyonce Renaissance tour when it came to Miami. How does it just the concert starts at just 8:30? It just starts. It just like it's on.
There's music playing
Okay.
for about 45 minutes prior. As soon as you come in, there's music playing. It's a DJ. They do everything. I didn't hear bass music, but they did everything from house music to some contemporary music, hip hop, everything. Uh, I can say that my experience was not Atlanta's experience because Hard Rock Stadium is outside.
Right.
Right.
So we were outside, and if you remember during that time, we had a really bad
Rain.
system coming through. So you're in a dome, and it's full of people, and it was hot and muggy. I'm not sure if I shared this, but I had to share the seat with the girl next to me. Did we talk about that?
Mm-mm.
Oh wow!
You briefly did.
Please don't
did.
tell us why you had to share the seat.
Okay. I didn't say I volunteered to share the seat.
I know you didn't. That's why I don't even know why you had to share.
Yeah. And then when we got down there, and we were on the floor, great seats. We were row 10. Vicky and I were like, this is a great experience. However, the humidity was too much. And we were like, we should have just stayed in the suite because we left. We hung out in the suite for a little bit, but then we came down for the floor experience, which was awesome. But Mokita was on stage. So she had in Atlanta, she's on stage. Beyonce had seats on the stage. Now, I don't know what the stage experience is like. Mokita can speak to that. It was the Mercedes.
It was in the Mercedes-Benz stadium.
Yes, tell us more what it's like to do the VIP of VIP. Go ahead.
Right.
We were escorted to our seats. I didn't know where we were sitting. It was a gift.
We was escorted. See,
we were.
Escorted.
Emphasis on the word escort.
Right. You can't win for losing, Mokita.
I can't. And I wasn't even going to say anything about my experience, but it was absolutely phenomenal. We got to dance with some of the dancers that were
the men.
The men.
It was the men. Yeah.
I mean, we were close enough to touch her. It was awesome.
Yeah.
The bass. I mean, you could feel every.
That was too much, though. I said if somebody had some kind of medical condition, this would not be the right place.
So let me say this, and you all know this because you're family, but that's where I had the aneurysm, and I hadn't been back to a concert at the Mercedes-Benz until that day. Y'all, that bass, I was like, is that my head? Is that my no, I'm just gonna keep dancing. I'm just gonna keep dancing. And then I said, well, you know what? If you fall out in here, everybody can see you. Somebody will come get you. Don't even worry about it. Have a good time, girl.
Yeah.
I would have thought you was doing one of them death drops like them like the
no,
vocal
I'm so glad I didn't share this with Dwight prior to the concert.
Yeah. That was too much.
But it was really a great experience. The bar was like I just asked the guy to give me something to drink, and he just handed it to me. Like the bar was right there on the stage with us. So it was good. It was nice. It was nice.
That's awesome.
Anything else you guys need to know about Beyonce?
That's crazy.
Okay.
I'm jealous.
Really?
No need to be jealous. All the great things you're doing, there is no need to be jealous. I'm not out here selling $1 million homes.
I'm not on the stage with my favorite iconic pop stars. I'm not. I can't reach out and touch T.I., Jeezy, Jigga Man.
Did you hear Jeezy this morning? You could have.
You could have touched Jeezy.
You could have.
You could have touched Jeezy.
Yes,
He could have touched him, but guess what? Miles
acted
as if he was Jeezy.
Yes,
that is hilarious.
Yes. Modkin's family, if them bodyguards he had sitting over there, if I'd have ran over there, I would have got shot.
No, that's not true.
He was a table over. He was right next to us, and he was saying they was all saying hi to us.
Christmas concert. We had this table.
Whose concert? Well, wait, let me just tell Grambling's Finest this. Beyonce is not my favorite pop star. I enjoy her and I like her, but I just need to make sure we're clear on that part. Okay, I don't need our huge audience to believe that.
Okay.
Anyway, what concert were you all at?
You know that's
you are I and I am you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I went to the Beyonce concert for an experience.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know the album. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
And then we need to be in those places. So you go right ahead.
There you go.
Agreed.
Now,
Miles.
we're at the concert, And I
What
don't even
concert?
remember.
You're not telling me what concert it is.
I don't even remember who all was
Soul
performing. It was
Fest.
a whole bunch of
It was
people,
Soul
and
Fest.
it was for New Year's Eve.
Soul
Okay,
Fest.
Soul Fest.
So we're
Was
there.
it wasn't New Year's Eve, was it?
No, it
It
wasn't New
was.
Year's Eve. It wasn't New Year's Eve.
It wasn't.
It
It
was.
wasn't
It was
New
holiday.
Year's
It was like
Eve, but
holiday.
it was a New Year's Eve
Holidays.
concert.
It
It
was a
was the
holiday.
day before New Year's Eve. It was 2 days.
2 days.
It was
Yeah.
Yet another concert that you all didn't invite your Atlanta family to. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Just like you invited us to Beyonce concert.
Right.
But
Next.
I already knew you all were going.
No, stop.
I knew you all were going in Miami.
Did you invite us?
Ma'am,
Did you invite
ma'am.
us?
Ma'am, you just said you sat on the stage, ma'am. Stop.
The wife. The
Be
wife.
better. Be better, Mo.
Senator.
Be better.
Senator.
Be better.
Senator.
Ma'am, be
Please.
better.
Be better.
You're out here just
You
casually
don't have
like,
the floor,
oh yeah,
Senator.
Love
I
You
was in
don't
the
have the
VIP
floor,
section on the
Senator.
stage. But you know, y'all was just going to the concert, so it's whatever.
Right. We got escorted to our seats.
Yeah.
I just
right.
reached over on the stage and grabbed a drink.
I
Randomly.
done
Well,
been
let
to
me
several
tell you
concerts.
about
I ain't
our
never sat on
experience.
stage.
In December,
Okay.
we had the promoter come over
Okay.
and chastise us
Uh-oh.
about whether or not we were supposed to be sitting where we were sitting.
Mm.
Oh,
I'm
they
not
didn't
even
know
gonna
who
say
you all were. They didn't know who you were.
no, and
Didn't
he did
matter.
not know that the whole table was like this, just waiting, just wait, just
Like,
waiting.
no, it's my turn.
Yes.
It's my turn.
Yes, just waiting.
He apologized. He came back and apologized though.
Okay, I didn't get to that part. Anyway, it's a concert. We're there, and the table to our immediate right, Jeezy is there.
Okay.
His wife is there.
Okay.
Their whole entourage is sitting right
Mother-in-law,
next to
family,
us.
yeah.
It's not no gate in between. I think I've showed the pictures on other shows.
Uh-huh.
You know, I told Ebony, I was like, Ebony, go ahead and smile. I told Miles to smile because Jeezy was right here. I'm like, look at
Like right by his shoulder. He was adjacent to Miles' shoulder.
yeah.
It was Miles and Jason.
They were aligned.
Mokita. Miles said, get somebody else.
Get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else.
Mokita, here's the other part. Here's the other part. Miles came there looking like Jeezy's stunt double. And still didn't even want to picture with him. I promise you, head to toe.
Listen, he's a millionaire
hold
realtor.
on.
He's a millionaire realtor. Why
He
wouldn't he
is.
come in looking like
He
Jesus?
absolutely is.
He had on the bulletproof vest. You ready?
No, he every bit of Meezy. That's not. It was Meezy
It
on
was
one
me.
table and Yeezy and Jeezy at the other table. Meezy and Jeezy.
Yeezy, Jeezy, everybody was there.
The
They
Yeezys.
were.
Look, the Yeezys was there.
Did you all hear about Ja Rule?
No, what?
What?
No, what
coming out
happened?
like he was coming out like he was like he was being crucified. That
Yes, and 50
What?
Cent making
What?
fun of it.
of course.
Oh, yeah, 50 Cent was roasting him. I love
Yeah,
that.
bad.
Yeah.
No,
It was a lot.
no.
But-
What do you
but
mean?
Yeah,
it wasn't even. It
he
didn't
was
even.
strapped to the pole,
No,
and they raised him up.
But that's the problem, though. You're strapped to a pole. If it was a cross, we might think a little differently. But you look like you was on a pole.
But no, I think we would think the same way.
On a
if we did it on the
pole?
cross. It was.
he
It
doesn't
was.
need to be strapped
It
to
was a bit
anything
much.
trying to imitate
No.
If
nothing.
if I
No.
may, Miss Markins, do you guys understand or know why 50 has such disdain and animosity for Ja Rule and Murder Inc.? Do you
Did it
guys
have
like to know
something to
the
do-
underlying story?
Did it have something to do with? Oh no, that was Jay-Z and the other guy at that Summer Fest. No,
Take us
okay,
back to early 2000s.
Nah.
So
yeah.
So I had the pleasure of reading the Book of Jose, which is a Fat Joe memoir, and he talks about that because he was
Joe try act like he Bubba Gump.
he was kind of in the middle of it, but he shed a lot of light on it. Which I
And
think
he,
is
he,
all that
he was
stuff.
the one who found Pitbull, even though Luke already had put.
Yeah,
Go on
Luke-
with your
but-
story. I'm sorry.
But here's the thing.
I don't know if I'm gonna believe it, but go ahead with
He
the
did
story.
come back and
what I-
correct that. He did come back and correct that.
What
had
I
to.
didn't know was that Ja Rule and Murder Inc. after 50 had gotten shot 9 times, they actually tried to cancel his career. They went to various labels and and record execs and basically told them that if they did business with 50, that they couldn't do business with Murder Inc., which was the hottest label, hottest rap label at the time. So they essentially tried to kill his career, and they did. They did, because 50 couldn't sign for a long time until he was discovered by Eminem and Dr. Dre, and then that's when it took off.
Listen, you
That's
So
listen
wait
to
a minute.
Irv
Why
Gotti's
did
story
Ja
when
Rule
when
feel
in the
that
club
way?
when In the Club came out, they knew they was in trouble.
yes,
Irv Gotti
yes,
says
yes,
it.
yes.
But why
Yes.
did that? Why did that? Is that why they did it? Because they thought they were gonna have stiff competition?
What? Yeah, that's part of it. Well,
I think that's
here's the
part of
thing.
it.
They
I
also
think
had
that's part of
beef.
it, Mo.
He
I
also
think that's
had
part of
beef with DMX because they had a very similar type
Oh
of
yeah.
sound. So there was a beef between a lot of those guys. They were a threat to them.
Well, I mean, if you remember his first single, Robbing Industry, Negroes, that underground record blew up hard. Like it
Who
went.
made that song?
50.
That was 50
Oh, okay.
That's 50.
his biggest single.
It
Yeah, I
blew
didn't know
up
nothing about
hard.
that.
It blew up
Like you
hard.
didn't know the song, right?
I didn't know that song.
Like what's the song?
No, you gotta. I mean, you gotta listen to it. It's quite funny because
Well, I didn't know nothing about 50 till In the Club. When that song came out, I was like, I don't know who this young dude is.
But that was it though, because Robbing Industry people came out like 2 or 3 years prior to that. And what Miles was telling you about was all of the backlash afterwards, because after he got shot, because he got shot after that,
Right.
he was about to blow up big with that.
He was.
Then,
He actually had a deal on the table with another record company, and they rescinded it, and he couldn't get signed. So basically, his career was in limbo and purgatory for the longest time. For the
What'd you
longest
say?
time.
Miles, it's been a long time since you used the big word, boy. It's been a long time.
So then, right when things were getting really, really desperate, Eminem, Dr. Dre, he links with them, and the rest is history. And I never understood why he went so hard, and now it makes a lot of sense. It makes complete sense, because they really tried to kill that man's career and leave him left out for dead. But
What song did he make with
They
Joe?
were hot for a minute. So
They
why
were
was
hot.
worried about that?
they were hot. But
What
when
song did
50
they make with
when 50 put his foot on their neck, Mo, he kept it there.
Yeah.
He
I
kept
mean,
it.
his foot's still
the
on
song-
everybody's neck. He
song
got
that
no
Murder
firework.
One of the Ink did with Joe
I don't want to like 50 Cent, but that
It's
dude
what?
has a
What love-
whole business acumen.
What's love got to do with it?
What's love got to do with it?
What's
Oh,
love?
what's love? Oh, I did the styling for that video.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
I
I
worked
tell
with you, and I will tell you that he was walking around the set. I should write a book.
You should.
We're not done yet, though. Pete. We got. Let's do it in a couple of years. You got a few more things, and then the book gonna be.
Oh my goodness! Him.
I
and that
want to say
little
this though.
dog
I want to say this. We
walking a little
did
chihuahua around South Beach.
my 2 cents broke, really broke the Fat Joe story on the memoir and some of the things that he had coming out when we actually interviewed him. Where did we interview him, Bae?
We were at Jazz in the
Jazz in the
Garden.
Gardens.
Jazz in the Gardens, and he was telling us backstage as we interviewed him all the projects that he had coming out.
Hey, on the low,
So why
that
did
book
he say
was
don't say
really
something?
good. On the low, that book was really good, dog. That book was really good.
Hey,
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out.
The story that I like about Joe is when he was going to shoot his first video.
That was right after he discovered Trick. We're not doing that about Joe. I just can't. I can't.
Well,
He lost all credibility with me.
If you haven't seen the new Biz Markie documentary, that Joe's in there as well. But he's actually
Where is it? Where is the documentary at? What,
It's on
what
Showtime.
platform?
It's on
Okay.
Showtime.
Really?
I'm
He's
sorry.
actually in
you
there.
find it.
Like in all seriousness, like they interviewed him, but they actually showed footage of.
To back
Just
up
the one
the story.
snippet was like Biz Markie used to just want to keep doing regular stuff, even as his popularity grew. And one of the regular things that he would do is he would go work in the store that Fat Joe had, the clothing store.
Well, I'm
And
going to add this, Senator. Mokita and I have stories about Biz Markie too. We need to write a book or
Hey, well, I got a few stories about Biz too. Because
I think everybody got a
all
business.
the time.
wagon.
Biz came to Hampton all the time.
Right.
And
Yeah,
one
that,
particular
what was
time,
it? What was it? Was it
him and his
Memorial
boys, he's
Weekend?
like,
But only one of us has pictures on the internet of people accusing them of looking like Biz.
Now that you say no,
Yeah, you know what?
Only one
You
guy.
know what? I see it, Senator.
I'm not gonna do that to you.
Yes, Senator, I see it.
I don't
I
think
see it.
Yo, gabba gabba.
No,
I see it.
because
I
No,
all
see
this
boy, I'm
right
not
here,
gonna do that.
Stop.
all
Stop.
this,
Hey, stop. Stop it. Stop it.
So Tory Lanez got married before he
Oh,
yeah, he went ahead and got married before he went to serve.
where's she been in all this madness?
That's his child's mother, right?
Staying out of public eyes. I think it's smart.
It's smart to lock it down before you go in. Okay.
No, I'm talking about her staying out of public eye.
Oh, okay.
Man, say he want them conjugal visits.
Oh boy.
he gonna get him.
Don't do that.
Oh,
Steve.
jeez,
Don't do
golly.
that.
He
Don't
gonna
do
get
that.
him.
Say he want them
He may
visits.
not be with whom he wants, but he gonna get him.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You
Don't
like
do that. Don't do
he
that.
want that to be the start. Like, hey guys,
Well, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Gremlin's Finest posted he could go to prison, but they just don't cook the same food they have to cook. So
Oh, I saw that.
there's plenty
That's
of
real.
opportunities to do the things
they don't cook the
that will
food.
get
out.
you locked up, but
You know,
it's some things they gotta
Some-
just
sometimes
get
you
you
just
right.
gotta let go and let God, man.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Even if the salmon recipe is different every time you cook it. Man.
even if
here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Listen, they ran out of lemon pepper that day.
Slandering Gremlin's finest name again. Here we go.
I
Let me
just said
tell
the
you-
recipe is different.
Just libel and
Wow.
slander. Here we go.
I'm right there with you because as soon as it happens to me, I just go ahead and tell God. I told the lady on the phone one day, babe, you remember this? The lady, she did all this stuff that she wasn't supposed to, and she was just being real extra. I said, you know what?
Oh, I remember that.
God knows what you did.
Mm.
God knows. I don't even have to tell him. I'm gonna get off the phone with you. And I felt so relieved and released about it. I just felt
You felt the move of the Holy Spirit.
yes. I just said, lady, your day is all messed up. That's all I know is just that one little comment. Your day is all messed up.
I felt the
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I did that the other day. Where was I? And the lady was doing, we were at Target. The lady goes to try to open the family restroom. My mama
right.
out the door. And the lady tried to cuss me out in Spanish. And I had to go ahead and speak in tongues. I just said, let me denounce this spirit that's over you.
In the name of Jesus.
I said, girl, you
But
can
the way you put your face in the camera, Miles, I'm gonna need you to do that. What else is happening in the world, y'all?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, what's that?
I gotta admit, I don't know that story.
Oh
Now
man,
you gonna hear about it. Now here it goes.
That stomach
No, no.
Go
Man,
ahead,
stomach wasn't
Captain.
right.
Captain, go ahead and tell them this your field.
Look, it might have been on Captain. It might have been on his plane. Shoot,
No,
what
I
was
wasn't on my plane. I wasn't on my plane. We carry boxes. People
Wait
don't.
a second.
I don't
What is that?
Doobie Brown?
Oh,
Oh, yes, I heard about that. They had to turn the plane back
whole
on
scandal.
had to turn
Apparently,
it around.
a passenger had the bubble guts and was on a flight from Atlanta to Barcelona.
That's a long flight.
That's a long flight.
Well, the bathroom's not working.
How do you not get to the bathroom though? You know what I
He
mean? Like,
had to, you felt that bubbling before he got on the plane.
You
You
don't
know that.
understand. I mean, and all of us have probably been there at one point or another when something you ate wasn't right in your stomach, and there's like, if you don't get there, it's about to be a problem.
Yeah.
Well, apparently it
Everyone
was.
is in there. So apparently this person, they just couldn't hold it, and
Oh no.
they couldn't make it, and it started dripping down the aisle and everything.
Oh.
And so they were 2 hours into the flight, and so kudos to
Of
the
a how many hour flight?
it's a 7-hour flight. So kudos to
Dang.
because the captain made he made I know that was a decision that he
Honey,
really
what
didn't
you
want to
say,
make.
We're
Jamie?
bringing this down.
So he
Bringing
turned
this back
around and came
down.
back. He turned around and came back. And
But
so
Captain, the senator trying to say something. What?
Now, Captain, I've been on a few planes.
yeah,
Those seats looked very frontierish, is what I'm trying to say. Very, very spirited. If you, I'm trying to figure out what airline allowed.
we're trying to figure out what airline.
It doesn't seem like
look like.
It is the major airline out of Atlanta.
Oh,
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I was gonna say that.
That's
You
what
gonna
it
say
looked
what?
like to me.
Because he said he was going from
Hold on.
Atlanta to Barcelona.
Atlanta to Barcelona.
Right.
There's only one that's going to do that.
And who is that?
So you're not gonna say the name?
I hear you.
But we know it's not
Don't say it.
we know it's not a
Because they could be a
Them
sponsor
seats
one day.
wasn't seating quite right. So I'm trying to
we
say.
say Dwight, we know it's not an AKA, so it's gotta be a
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Jamie, you better
you're
tell them.
speaking in code.
I ain't want to say nothing, but
That's why I said don't say it. That's why I said don't say it.
Avis, what is a Delta?
It's but an Aka ain't. In this case, no affiliation, no association with the airline.
Don't want to be
So-
always the original, never a duplicate.
Why we have to start?
So they turned the airplane around and came back, and they rebooked everybody on the next flight in the morning.
No.
You got to run me some points on that one.
Right.
Big time.
But 2 hours back, it wasn't a closer airport to land. Like somewhere.
You over
At
the
some
water,
point,
Avis,
you
what
gotta
you
get up
doing?
and go use the restroom. Like you know well into listen, the flight takes off within the first 15 minutes, 10 minutes, you can get them go use the restroom. Like what
That's
happened?
what you get for getting that. That's what you get for getting that last minute Starbucks right before you get on the flight.
So
Right.
Elderly person.
So y'all were asking like they couldn't go to another city or something like that. Well, it's quite possibly so with different cities with airlines and stuff. They have different maintenance facilities, and so the facility was probably best suited for them to come back to Atlanta and deal with the problem than to go into JFK. Then you got to think about the different equipment, the airplanes and stuff. They went into say like Kennedy. There may not have been another A350.
They got Fabuloso everywhere. You know
It's a shame they had to shut that whole plane down and like put that one out of commission because
they got Fabuloso. They got
That
no.
plane had.
That's
had to be
one less
decommissioned.
plane in the fleet.
Yeah, it had to be decommissioned for a minute and let them go ahead and sanitize and clean everything.
Yeah, they need
And
They
that's
said it was a
Remove all of the seats.
Right.
yeah.
That is biohazard.
So that's part of the reason why they came back to Atlanta because of the facilities, getting the same airplane, putting people up. You know, it was just a better fit.
What in the world?
Speaking of doodle on the plane. Go ahead.
Oh.
I mean, some people just don't care. Like,
Is
why
that
are you doing? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Sometimes married
Like
people got to do
that
some freaky stuff.
feeling.
Sometimes.
But Mo, he was just doing what Dexter was, you know what I'm saying? He just
Oh. No.
Yes. Yeah.
That funky feeling.
Is that what that is?
Yes. So they're
Oh,
banned
no.
from using that water taxi.
So they were on a water taxi, and you know, he was like, baby, I ain't never got a wet one.
No, he said, I'm gonna need you to show me. He said, I'm gonna need you to show me what that mouth do, and the rest is history.
Keep it real, Miles. That's what I'm talking about, Grambling.
What he did, what he did, he was sitting there, he was like, hey, But that might be like,
Yeah.
Do we have a PG
Ironically,
on this?
she was probably from Atlanta and they were in Barcelona.
What did he say? He said, "You want to get married at the mall? You gotta meet me at the bathroom stall."
And show me why you deserve to have it all.
Right.
Just
but he was on the boat though.
He's
He was
just
on the
making
boat,
sure that his lyrics reign true.
That is unfortunate.
I would beg to
They
differ.
had,
I
they
think it's
had a
very fortunate.
companion with them who blocked everything supposedly from the captain. She stood in between them and the captain.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
What?
Is it? You think so?
Yeah, that is terrible.
A married couple getting a, I mean,
Well,
with a little spice in it.
Mo, the
Not
Bible
important.
says the marriage bed is undefiled. So.
But here's what I'm not understanding.
Boy, I can't, Miles.
I'm not understanding why I gotta see your butt crack.
Right.
Right.
That is the
Last time I checked, jeans had a zipper on them, and the way men's underwear work is that like it basically allows for a lot of freedom.
Unless he's
Oh
willing
Lord,
out.
y'all done made my mama leave. Y'all done made my mama leave. Y'all done made my mama leave.
I'm out.
Oh boy.
Oh, mommy said I've had enough.
Mm-mm.
Y'all go from one foul topic to the next.
To the next.
She said between doo-doo and don't.
Hey, then she probably said, Mokita, I'm gonna talk to you later.
Yeah.
Right.
Look, I'm getting ready to look at my phone and see what it's
You did, Mokita. You did complete the lyrics now.
I did.
Nothing.
I did.
I'm gonna talk to you later.
Milk.
Where did we go wrong?
What is this?
Yeah, that's 50 when he threw that microphone.
That's called 50 million lawsuit. That's what that's called.
Hey, boy, you talk about that's this. If Split a Negro was a picture.
Yeah.
Wow.
That looked like that hurts.
That look like 50 million.
It sure does.
Yeah.
Look, or a starring role on Power.
Right.
I think we found a new lead actress
until the franchise ends.
Right.
Until the franchise ends.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, knowing 50 here in the franchise tomorrow, so we might as well go and get the money then.
Like, doesn't Tommy need a girlfriend in the new ones?
Right.
Listen, the way he choked that last girl out.
Wait,
okay, so now what is this?
What is this?
Naomi Campbell.
Oh yeah, so that is Atlanta Fashion Week, correct?
I don't know.
She took over the show. That's what I heard. Naomi Campbell.
37 years she's been doing this thing, man. 37.
She said, "Let me show you how it's done."
Yeah, I think that might have been Atlanta Fashion Week.
Was Uncle Charlie in that show?
I am not sure.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, Chuck. No, we don't call him
Uncle Chuck.
We call him Chuck. It's Uncle Chuck.
Chuck.
He was not in the show, but he has been in several shows lately.
The man, not the myth. The man, not the myth.
Right.
He said, "I'm gonna show you how it's done."
That's
Exactly.
Slow turn on you, man.
That's a sharp brother right there, boy.
Richmond Heights' own Gia Wire is a backup singer for him now.
No, Captain.
You
talking about Uncle Charlie. We talking about the model.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no. Mm-hmm. Nice plug though. Nice plug.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
We with you, T.
Yeah, I just didn't want anybody to make a mistake and think that we were talking about one Charlie when we were talking about another.
Right.
Chuck.
How you doing?
Yes.
My name is Charlie.
No, Miss Deborah. In the Kanye thing, he wasn't getting the monkey. It was the other thing.
Do not engage. Do not engage. We'll talk back.
I can't.
You know what?
We want to make sure Kanye was getting the other.
Hey, Miles, remember that NWA song? Just gently place the
Hey,
and
listen. What's our producer's name? Can you tell him to go to the next
Bobby.
Bye.
Bobby.
Hey, when that song came out, we was like, "Oh, nice."
Oh my goodness, he looks so different.
That's
Yeah.
What's wrong with P Diddy?
Nothing. Puffy getting everybody their publishing rights back.
Giving their
yeah.
publishing rights.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
He needs to find
Right.
another barber though.
After he done made all his millions, he want to give it back to him now.
Exactly.
Well,
Right.
he didn't have to because ain't nobody giving publishing rights back. Them checks long. It don't matter if he kept it for 30 or 40 years. Where did I just go? Was that Baltimore or Maryland?
Yeah, no, that's called the Heights.
But none of his artists have anything good to say about him.
Cause he ain't.
There's nothing nice to say about him, right? Right.
Well, if you feel like somebody's taking advantage of you, then you wouldn't. But did you read the contract? Did you read the book called Know Everything About the Music Business before you sign the contract? Did you get a lawyer? You can't take advantage of somebody if you stand up and counter what's in the contract. A business
I don't disagree with those sentiments, Ms. Mawkins. What I am saying though is I think that when you juxtapose, say,
Mokita, he didn't start using big words till you came back.
when you juxtapose
There's a correlation.
When you juxtapose the sentiments of the artists that say we're under the No Limit label against Bad Boy, how they talk about how Master P put stuff in their name and how he made sure they were right financially. You don't never hear that coming out of the Bad Boy camp. So I think that there are two sides of the story. Yes, you definitely need to know the business. Yes, you need to ingratiate yourself with the contract and
You gotta ingratiate.
He's on fire. He's on fire. It must be butter because he's on a roll.
But Ms. Mawkins,
It's so funny because
Ms. Mawkins, there's another.
was
The
what
other side is
was
that
playing.
part of being a good boss, part of being a good CEO, is not making sure that your people are fed, but making sure that they're well taken care of. And I think that's the component that you don't see with Puff. You don't see his artists ever saying that he took good care of us. Because
let's also remember what we were talking about prior to the show. We were talking about how in graduate school we were different people. How in graduate school, for those of us who went to a HBCU and we had it hard in undergrad, and then we went to a predominantly.
What are you trying to say? Don't talk about my PWC now.
One moment. I'm going somewhere with this.
She's speaking, sir.
You know I'm with you, Roy. I'm trying to see.
You went ahead and had that 4.0 GPA just because of all that you went through. I can't say that Puffy is not the same is the same person now in business as he was at 18, 19. He grew up under Andre. He only did what he understood the industry to be, which, coming from somebody who was in the industry, I was the GM at a
right, Miles. He's right.
Handled contracts. I cannot tell you that anything that he did was under board. It was above board. This was the way that the industry did things.
Right.
Oh boy, Master P did things different because that was the way that he chose to. He was truly from the streets. I can't really say that Puffy was, so there was a different type of ebb and flow to the way Master P did things, and it was because he was a real businessman. He was running things on the streets before he was running things behind as a record label exec. So it's a little
he also was independent
as far as management is concerned. He did what he was taught to do. I'm not going to sit here and say that I just love everything that Puffy did, but I am going to say that he did what was standard for that industry at that time.
That still doesn't make it right.
But I also feel that there's a.
What I'm saying it is right.
Anything that was out of the norm.
There's also a humanitarian aspect of it all. Like
We're
when
not.
you're doing things from the humanitarian aspect of it, you shouldn't be looking at it to screw people over. Like, is this really fair? Like
It
if you sign
wasn't.
this
It was
contract-
not a sense of screwing people over. That was the music business,
what I'm
and then it
saying
The
is-
evolved
contract.
from what Puffy was doing to then a 360 deal where you took all of the money. And in addition to that, what you don't understand is that everything that the artist does, from eating, from having an entourage, a car, all of that stuff is paid for by your label. It's not given to you after you make the money to then pay them back. You're going to pay them back with interest. I'm just not giving this money to you.
Yeah, it's a loan, right? Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, he did not do anything
And
that
they're
was
taking a risk
outside
on the
of
artist.
their business operation.
They're taking a risk on the artist because you don't know whether or not he gonna hit big or not.
Exactly. So you're giving away all this money, and you expect Master P did things different.
Can we go to the picture of you and Shiv now? to the picture of
right. I can't. I'm gonna tell you this. I think the difference is though is
Have
that
you all ever seen the picture of
That's
her
my
and,
favorite. That's my favorite. Hey,
Babyface?
that's my favorite. Look, at she won't even talk now. Go ahead and finish
Yeah,
what you was
I
gonna
see
say,
that
Miss
one
Mark. Oh, no, you ain't now you quiet. You ain't got nothing to say now, huh? You got nothing to
Hey,
say.
wait, hold on. Hey, wait. She's still my wife now. Okay.
You got nothing to say now. You got nothing to say now.
I'll come down 216 now, Miles.
Come on, Miss Markins.
Nick, what did you say? I couldn't hear you.
I said the
It's on
picture of you and
chatter.
Babyface is even better.
Oh, they never saw that one.
Oh
saw
boy.
it.
Oh boy.
They
Oh
never saw
boy.
that one.
Oh boy.
They never saw that
Look,
picture.
I mean, to your point, I think that
You're right,
Puffy has
Ma.
matured. He's matured, right? And he decided to do
But
something
Ma,
different.
how do you know
But
about
to
the
Miles's point, I think the challenge that Puffy had with his artists is Puffy wanted to be an artist, so he ain't gonna let them shine. That's really what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know what, Roy? And I'm not saying that Ms. Markins doesn't have a good point. Like when you talk about just the business ethics or the lack thereof that were involved in the music industry at the time. But like I said before, just because it's standard operating procedure, you can look at it and say, in a spirit of equity and fairness, to be like,
dang, the word was too small. You couldn't even get it out because it was too small, Miles. That's
spirit of equity and fairness. Like that's not right. And then as you evolve and you look at how other artists talked about how their label did them, and then like I said, you juxtapose that to what was going on at Bad Boy. You're like, wait a second, the boys like.
Well, Miles, I'm gonna liken that to something that TD Jake said. Your parents did the best job that they could based upon the circumstances that they were raised up under. And you know what, Dwight, if you
Dwight,
hold on now. Let's talk about our parents. You making it seem like our parents just threw our ass out on the street and say like, damn it, get your ass out there and do something.
Now, stop.
What have you?
But no, Dwight, you have a very valid point.
Our parents loved us.
I was just thinking about Death Row. Listen, we talk about Puffy and what Puffy did. We ain't talked about Death Row, and you don't hear them guys complain.
They're just
because they can't.
It was what it was.
Just
that was
Roy.
It's worse.
Roy, they were just as bad or worse. They were just as bad or worse.
Death Row is different.
They were worse.
They were
Death Row is different now, guys.
They were worse.
Yeah, I agree, Roy. I agree. You hear those stories? They were just as bad or worse.
I saw that Death Row thing, and the dude, he said, man, they put a camera on, and he was like, man, and you know, just got tired of being punked.
But listen to Vanilla Ice. What they did to Vanilla Ice, they pulled him and flipped him upside down and had him hanging over.
Held him off a balcony. Yeah.
But it wasn't just them. Look what they did to TLC.
They learned all that from Big Red.
Yeah.
So what are my office hours?
It wasn't. It wasn't
all that from Big Red.
Right.
It wasn't just Puffy. I think Puffy
New Edition. They all got the same treatment. Everything it happens to everybody.
And then at the end of the day, you had the others. Tommy Mottola did the same thing.
Oh, they were even worse.
Tommy Mottola had a party when he knew Whitney Houston was dead downstairs. Like, come on now. He didn't do anything outside of the industry. And I'm going to tell you this, had he been under the umbrella that he was under and tried to do some of the things that he was that Master P was doing, I can't necessarily say that he would have had a distribution that he did. And that's a whole nother level for another conversation, which is why when people mix our company name up with a music genre and they think that I want to go back into that business, nah. All money ain't good money. You can keep it. I want to sleep good at night. No thank you.
You say that one more time. All money is not good. Come on, say it one more time.
But it's changed now anyway.
It's
changed now anyway. But
no, it hasn't. They're on the 360 now. It's digital. It's changed. The distribution has changed.
Right.
But the method in which the money comes has not changed.
Right.
But
but therein lies the problem for me, Ms. Marcus, because at the end of the day, he ended up being worth $1 billion, and everybody else is just.
Well,
I think Puffy's he's maturing. He's shifting, right? You can see just some of his moves prior to that. He's shifting, so I think it's almost like his conscience, like, hey, you know what? I can't take all this. Let's do something. If I'm going to empower the Black community, why don't I start with my artists or previous artists?
Which is what he's doing now. And I will say another platform was they just wouldn't give it up. They just want to know why was he doing it? Why are you doing it?
What you talking about? Love?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Why are you doing this? Because the reality of it is
R&B don't exist no more.
He has positioned himself into a way where he can't be hurt by other people with the decisions that he makes to move and flow. He's good if he does things like that, what he's done, because at the end of the day, he's changing the industry with that one simple thing.
I mean, we have to debate. Why don't we just applaud him for it? Okay.
Yeah, gosh.
Applaud him for what?
I like him.
Congratulations, Lil Rel.
Congratulations, Little Rel.
Awesome.
Lil Rel proposed to his girlfriend, I guess, at the Beyonce concert.
Now, how long have they been dating?
See, now why do we never know where the whole cast is gonna go?
Where'd you come from? Who are people?
Congratulate Lil Rel.
Who are her people?
What did she do?
Oh
We
my
need to make
God.
sure it's okay.
Who was Lil Rel? Who was Lil Rel?
Oh,
He's
a comedian and actor.
comedian.
Oh, that's right. The dude on Get Out.
He was in Uncle Drew.
Yes, he was
he
on
was
Get
in
Out.
He was in Uncle Drew.
Yeah. Okay.
He's done like 2 or 3 stand-ups.
Yeah. I like him. He's a good dude.
Just on those names.
Look, T, you said like you knew him. Yeah, so when I was at Hampton, we was in classes together.
Yeah, dog. We play ball.
Right.
I heard Fat Joe discovered him.
Right. Fat Joe discovered him too.
It was in Fat Joe's documentary how he discovered Lil Rel.
Right.
What chapter in the book was that, Miles? What chapter was Fat Joe?
Nobody watched Vacation 1 and 2, Ray.
I'm asking you a question. What chapter in his book was that?
Stop that.
It was.
He was funny in Get Out though.
He was great in Get Out.
He was great in Get Out.
When he pulled up. He was like,
at the end.
He was like, I told you. Stop.
But wait, wasn't he Kevin Hart's friend when Kevin Hart did that movie and Kevin Hart, his wife or something passed and he was taking care of his daughter? Wasn't that him, the same guy?
Oh, he was. He was in that movie too.
Miles, you know what movie we're talking about. We'll have to pull it up.
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh,
Bobby, text it to me. Text it to me.
Oh boy. That is
Right.
not okay.
That's true.
Boy,
He does.
he was tearing Kevin Hart's butt up in that movie though. God damn.
But you said Jay-Z got a Kevin Hart wife starter kid. That's hilarious.
He was a bad friend. Let me tell
He
you.
does. He really does. He does. Let me see. What did it
That's
say?
hilarious.
I don't think that's the name of the movie. Bobby, only send it to me the right way. Was it Fatherhood?
Yes, it was.
Okay, you're right, Bobby. I don't
It was
know.
on
Sometimes
Netflix.
you're trying to lead me
Yeah.
down a
It was a
road.
Netflix movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was the best friend. He was the best friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. For sure.
Yep. Play the best friend.
Oh,
Uh-oh,
Lord.
what is this?
Megan
all
What
about?
happened
Who you
here?
gotta fight? Who you gotta fight?
She kept Michelle's name in her mouth. Keep Michelle's name out your mouth. What happened?
Because what she don't want is for us to come for her.
Right.
So Michelle's name has been rumored to be running for running as the president.
President of what?
This young lady
They say
said
that every-
Girl, you are funny to me, Avis.
she said what she had said was
Funny.
Michelle does not like America.
No, America
Oh.
does not. Oh, yeah. You're right.
She does
Right.
not like America.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be
Megan
quiet.
Kelly trying to stay relevant.
I mean,
Yeah,
Karens of the world need to learn how
because
to speak when spoken
she's been relatively fading into obscurity ever since
She is a
D.L. Hughley gave her the business on that exchange on Fox News. Yeah.
well, on Fox News, and then after that, she went over to
NBC.
NBC,
right. And then after that, she messed that up, and then
Right.
so it's
she
like
has a podcast. She has a podcast now.
She's trying to make herself relevant, and it's like, nah, baby, just stay irrelevant, and you're gonna be just fine. If you stay irrelevant, baby, everything gonna be all right.
Well, let's stop at the word baby. There ain't nothing baby about her, okay?
You're right, because she is old and tired.
Let's just start there.
Did you hear the vice president was asked some questions about Biden's health, and she responded with pretty much in the Ebonics with an Ebonic answer to say, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, because I will step into the role. And yeah,
No, she did.
she didn't say that. That's
But
what
she
it
said-
meant. That's
Wait.
That's what she
So
said.
is that the way you interpreted it?
Oh,
What she say?
What exactly did she say?
What she say?
scared me.
What exactly
You probably
did she
said
say?
he's fine and roll the eyes. He's
Like
fine, I
Bishop
guess.
Jake says, some things
said
you just
what?
have to explain it the way that we speak.
Right, I understand, but my heart started beating very
She
fast
said she ready.
because I felt like we was gonna get a letter from.
First of all, if y'all ain't joined, if y'all not in that credit union now, y'all better be. Go ahead on and get you an account.
I felt like it was gonna be a letter. I felt like we was gonna get a letter.
I'm just reporting the news. I didn't.
Get all your
inject
pearls
my
and your
opinion.
money up. That's-
You better get your pearls ready, Dwight.
Get the pearls ready and get your money up. Get your
Hey.
chunks back out.
Hey, but the funny part is that they professed that was the first D9 credit union and stuff. We been had ours.
Hampton's finest. Don't.
First of all, that's a different kind of credit that y'all got. There's a different.
Don't do that, Dwight. Don't do that.
Don't do
Don't do that.
You see how he is?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
Sit back and
Don't do
listen to
that.
this.
Ain't nobody say nothing. Ain't nobody
I'm just
say
saying
now.
that
Ain't nobody
Ham
say
Scott
now.
and the credit union.
Now
are two
another thing.
Don't do that,
Damn,
Dwight.
Scott.
Ain't nobody
totally
say now
different
another thing
things.
about y'all
Sir.
and how y'all don't. How everybody is an honorary member and everything. We ain't say now nothing about that.
Sir.
Now.
He said y'all are t-shirt wearers.
Sir.
Here's my hat. I'm about to throw it up in the air.
Right.
Not all of you can benefit
Fight
from
word.
Shaq's wealth, okay?
Uh,
Not all of you can be
on this
Shaq's
Don't
same
do that,
Bobby,
Dwight.
please mute his
Yes.
mic. Bobby, please mute his
Go on
mic.
about your
Bobby,
business.
Bobby, thank you. Miles, stop it. Oh my goodness.
Tommy Tuberville,
Oh,
senator from Alabama, former Auburn coach,
Yes.
and real problematic individual.
Is he running for Senate? Or is he in
No,
it?
he's in the Senate.
Oh, he's in
He's
there.
in the Senate, and the story is he is the lone vote holding up the promotion of 300 military officers right now. So there
What?
are
Wow.
300 officers in the military waiting on promotions. He's holding them up for one reason and one reason only, and that's because the military allows their soldiers, if they need to seek abortion care, to travel to states that still offer it. And he's saying that until they stop doing that,
Oh, come on now.
Man,
I'm
stay out of
not
people's
gonna lie to
business,
you.
dog. This ain't got nothing to do.
We spend
You
our
don't know
time
what
talking
they-
about who's un-American. He is so. Come on now, stop it.
right, but you don't hear no commentary from Megyn Kelly
Exactly.
about him, though.
Right.
Right.
And support our military. Right. It's selective.
Right.
Stop it.
Selective outrage is what you call it, Roy. That's what
Right.
you call it. Selective
Bro,
outrage.
you ain't, nah, you don't do that. You don't do that to people. You don't mess with people's livelihood just because of something that you feel is right
And
or
the security
wrong.
of the world.
But you
Like,
know
you
what?
don't
I'm
do
gonna
it.
tell you this: it happens to the same people that vote them in. They vote
Right.
them in. So
Right.
you vote these clowns in, and it starts affecting your life.
Go ahead, Senator. You had another comment.
And I was just saying, like, this, it goes even deeper. Like, it's not even the promotions. You have folks that are trying to retire that can't. You have command posts that other folks are supposed to take over that can't do that. It's literally creating a
And that's what I said. You mess with people's livelihood. You
yeah.
mess with people's
Un-American.
careers.
But
Like,
here-
why would you do that?
But here's the thing, though. Why aren't they blasting that message to the masses so that
Thank
people
you.
can get on him? That because see,
Right.
if that was a Democratic senator that was doing that, you would hear a lot more about it. You would hear a lot more about it, Senator.
But in
And
the
that's
spirit
the
of Dana,
problem.
who's not here, he's got the complexion for the protection, baby.
Yes, he does. Amen. Amen.
But but he's right though, because the Democrats
careers and now they can't retire.
because the Democrats always want to play fair and they always want to try and reach across. And I've been like, damn that. Damn that.
Let's not even. Here's the thing. What I don't want us to people to think that this is a Democratic or Republican show.
It's not.
It's wrong.
It's
Yeah.
right or wrong.
Un-American. It's
It's right or
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah, 100%. Roy. It's not. It's not. It has nothing to do with political affiliation.
No,
But
nothing.
in that particular aspect, it does because that's the left side of the aisle. You know what I'm saying?
That's the right side of
Right side of the aisle. My bad. Right side of the aisle.
Right.
My bad. Senator.
You hear, like my mama said, you know what I'm talking about.
And you sure you had the highest, and you sure you had the highest GPA in that family? I don't.
I did, sir.
Oh.
Long shot, but I got the reach. Pop lock, now I'm off the leash. Mic drop, I ain't gotta preach. I just do what comes natural. 5-star, everything I see. Live large, no apology. Take charge, no one can compete. I just do what comes natural.
I'm gonna need to be cropped into the picture. What's the problem? I don't understand.
Oh,
You gotta
going
fight
here
for
for
yourself.
You haven't been around.
Oh boy.
You didn't gotta be
I
around.
have plenty of pictures on Facebook that are croppable.
You gotta be around, Mokita. You was gone
Around
for a
here for
while.
Well, I'm back, but I mean, my name's still in the credits.
back.
Don't do me like that.
Well, I'm just trying to let you know we're still live.
Grace put your name.
Oh,
Grace
no.
put your name in that credit. Grace put your name in the credit.
Well, I'm gonna need some more grace to put my picture up here.
Hold on,
But
we still
everybody
on
looks
the
like they're having a good time.
Why would you laugh?
Is there a reason why it hasn't stopped? So we're just
This
Bobby.
that's the after show. The after show bitches.
It's not supposed to be aired. Billy D in the show because Bobby is. I'm not sure where Bobby is. Can you go ahead and end the show, please?
Yeah.
Whew.
I mean, let me go and
You
send
need,
Bobby
you,
a